Alright, yeah, welcome to Razoractive again on Monday, which means it's EPL talk time. Today we have a very masculine round-up because Sarah sadly has to go to England to convince Rafa Benitez to sign for Liverpool. So anyway, while she's away, there's still English football action coming on in the past week, so can't do without this one, right? So okay, we have all the fans from all over EPL to talk about this. We have Ben from Arsenal. We have Carl from Manchester United fan. We have RJ, Manchester United fan. Well, two Man U fans and one Liverpool fan in the middle. It's not good. We got Edwin, Everton fan, and we got Sean, Spurs. Well, the past week there wasn't much of EPL action unless you consider two middling teams like Portsmouth and Manchester City fighting out an inconsequential match in which
I don't know whether it's inconsequential.
But the score is a bit surprising. The Billionaires lost the game. Manchester City,
again. And more than that,
lost 2-1 again.
Portsmouth went up and Spurs went down one place.
That concerns Arsenal. That's right.
No, we're talking about relegation, so not Spurs. We're not talking about
sorry,
Spurs.
Sean, but no.
I'm not worried. I think it's nothing.
By the way, we should warn you that Babs come in thick and fast here, so anytime he suddenly ambush one another. Meanwhile, you all can also ambush us with your comments on online comments, so keep the comments coming in. Polite, please, but ambush, alright.
Good comments.
So anyway, back to proper EPL talk. Actually, there's no EPL, right? Yeah, so it's FA Cup actually. So there was a lot of fifth round cup actions during Saturday and Sunday. The most recent one, of course, concerning the biggest team yet, Manchester United, who are still battling for four titles: League Cup, FA Cup, Premier League and European Cup. So this was the second one, which is the FA Cup. Faces a championship side, Derby County, which they also face for the Carling Cup. And just like the Carling Cup, they won. So the score was 4-1. Manchester United with quite easily done. Although there's a goal disallowed, which frankly I thought was one of the funniest decisions ever made by linesman.
Not again, no. We got referees making all kinds of funny decisions. I'm just trying to figure out.
Wait,
are they getting the act right?
Wait a minute. The score was not 4-1. Man U lost.
No, it's
Man U won.
It is not about the score. It's about referees making horrible decisions. That's the thing.
You can never satisfy them.
It's not whether being said. It's just being really proper, doing your job really well. And the main thing is that if you're going to be a good referee, then stand up and show what you got.
When you won by 4-1, and when you play without any strikers, and you're still won so comfortably, maybe just let go lah.
They're already whacking teams because of inconsistency, because this, because that, and here we got referees who are just really not up to mark. The problem is that do we have referees who are have that consistency, whether they can actually turn up for the match? As I mentioned, in the previous shows, when you get two teams battling out for relegation and then they're fighting for points, this is where you have to, stand up and show what you got. And then would you like to have this linesman running down the line where you got two teams trying to battle out? Now, what happens?
Yep.
That is a decision that they've got to make, and I'm talking about the people in charge of putting the referees. Are they doing the right thing? That's a big question mark, man.
It's not about the scoreline.
Meanwhile, while RJ audits the referees,
give me a cane. Yeah.
Carl, United won without strikers, without recognizable strikers. They rested Berbatov, they rested Tevez. They had Wayne Rooney just coming back for injury, so he was not playing as well. Ronaldo can be really said as an out-and-out striker, although he scores goals. And he still won so comfortably, It's like, how does that feel, if you are being a fan,
honestly, fair enough. They won the match, right? Because they did perform. But despite the fact that the scoreline is 4-1, the principle of the matter is that the linesman, right? He could have just put it offside, which he did. It could have been going on the other way around, but Fortunately, Man United won. Ryan Giggs performed. And seems that they are going all strong this season.
Well, speaking of Ryan Giggs, I mean, he's been around since the start of the Premier League, but in 1993.
Even before that, actually.
Even before that, I mean, 1991 was his debut. But you know, ever since the Premier League started, he has been there. And this year, you know, somehow he's still producing the goods, you know, doing everything right for Manchester United, being a professional, you know, clean-cut footballer. You know, there's been talks on the British papers asking it, no, this guy hasn't even won the PFA Footballer of the Year yet. Twice Young Player of the Year. Never Footballer of the Year. Never Player of the Year.
That's a joke, man.
Exactly. So do you think that he should win it?
Arsenal fan. Sorry.
Do you think that he should win it this year, RJ?
I don't know. I mean, to be very honest with you, you have to look at it.
I mean,
overall.
Okay,
you know,
overall he might not be but how about sentimental reasons?
If you ask me, sorry, I don't believe in sentimental reasons. I believe if a player deserves to be given the award, then he deserves it. If you ask me to pick a player for United, I think Vidic should be really the player of the year. I would choose him because he has shown, you know, consistency there. Ryan Giggs had bits of blips here and there, but that's fine. You know, you don't expect everybody to have their high standards. But he's picked up at the right point when we needed somebody to actually, should I say, captain the team, you know, and bring them through some really good, you know, good or hard times. He has done it, and that's what we really need. As you're going back to about what you said about, you know, not having any strikers, that's a problem because Derby had a game plan. Now here you have, you know, a team with 5 midfielders who can attack at any time. So who do you mark? And you could see that Ronaldo, Giggs, Park, Nani, they were all interchanging from being wingers to front attackers. So definitely the Derby players had a hard time trying to figure out who do we mark. So because of that, we just opened up everything, you know, and we just went in and we just killed the game. Derby had an opportunity to come back when Evra was taken off, when Welbeck was who took into the field together with Park being out and John O'Shea, which I felt shouldn't even be in the team because, you know, God, every time when he plays, you know, I said, I hope he concentrates, you know, because of him, the first goal went in. You know, first bad touch, the ball went out, throw in, came in, cross in, header, goal, and it was his fault. It has nothing to do with Welbeck. It all had to do with that first touch. If he concentrated, got the ball quickly, put it up front, it would be a different story. But then again, that's John O'Shea for you. His first touch is always question mark.
Well, by the way, there are a lot of comments coming in from online. Let's have a look at some of them. Hybrid say, yeah, Han Keong is not about winning 4-1, 5-1. It's about the linesman. Oh my God. We have a referee which hunt this today. That wasn't a funny mistake by the linesman. It was hilarious, Jesse said. Hybrid says, stupid linesman only raised the flag during the goal celebration. What the hell?
I like Ronaldo's celebration. Put your flag up.
Put the flag up. Put the flag up. That was a funny one. Hybrid said, hi,
it's me.
Oh, that's you. Alright, got a fan here.
Scary.
Alright.
Is that your nickname? What?
Vidic. Laughter.
Okay.
Alright, man. So, you know, there's so many good players for Man U, you know. I mean, just have to ask the other fans, you know, like, this year Man U got so many good players. Which the one you thought has been most impressive for you, Eric?
For Man U,
yeah.
It's to be Giggs.
Giggs,
Yeah.
How about you, Sean?
Same like Giggs. Because I mean, he has been there for 17 seasons, and the fact is, I mean, where on earth you can find a winger who can sustain in
Well, he's not exactly now a winger. Now he's like developed slowly into a more like a cultured midfielder kind of player.
I mean, he plays with his brains. I mean, after so many years. But the thing is, you look at wingers, you look at Ian Robben, you look at Damien Dow, they just come 2-3 seasons, they get injured, they just dissipate. But credit to Alex Ferguson for so-called, it's like more like screensaver. He knows when to put him,
Though having said that, I think one reason why, I mean, I'm impressed with Giggs, but I've always been impressed with Giggs because I think you said it, he's been there. you cannot think of him as having ever a bad season. He's either had an extraordinary season or a good season. Same thing. I don't remember Giggs having a bad game. He's either had a extraordinary game or a good game, and somewhere in between, maybe sometimes an average game. Even then, it's hard to remember. You say he's now kind of a creative midfielder, but I think that is maybe one reason why he was never PFA. Because on the wings, you rarely get the recognition. And I think
but Ronaldo did.
that's why I think is the biggest insult to Giggs, that Ronaldo has one good season and everyone talks about him. Giggs has done the same thing. Year in, year out.
17 seasons.
That's all I've been saying about Ronaldo. I don't think he's obviously a good player, but all the hype over Ronaldo after one season when Giggs has been, I think, is the biggest insult to Ryan Giggs. So that's what I feel. I think if he had a chance to play a more creative role early on, you might have seen a different story. And there's certainly seasons where I think he should have won it. I didn't realize that he hadn't won it because.
So do you think he should get it this season? Like 17 years of extraordinary service for Man U.
As in, the award itself wouldn't be guaranteed that he will get it, obviously, because he didn't really play as much games as he used to. Not taking anything away from Sir Alex Ferguson for making him the player that he is, but what Ryan Giggs did is that if you look at it again, for the past 17 years, he took step by steps. As in, at first he decided not to commit for Wales again, so that he can perform for Man United, and he started playing less games. He let the youngsters go in, and he plays when he has to, and he start to perform a different kind of role for the team, which is a good thing, and he performs every time he plays. And this time around, Sir Alex actually gave him before the Chelsea match, Sir Alex gave him 2 weeks at once, saying that you are going to start for the Chelsea match. So by saying that, he was focused alone just for the Chelsea match for that central midfield role, which he practically bypassed Balak and Deco.
Delivered very well.
And he delivered, exactly. So that's the thing. And he will be nominated, I'm sure, for the PFA of the year.
I think so. I think he'll be overlooked, and I mean, if he doesn't make this season, I don't think it's wrong to nominate him because he's been missed out for so many years. But what I think they should do is, when he retires, they should create a special award.
No, they should name the award after him.
Well, I don't know that, but he deserves a special award.
I'm quite sure they can put a statue of Ryan Giggs outside of.
Well, that is a minimum, but that's for United.
The league should.
But I'm talking about the Premier League as a whole. Recognizing
the Premier League. Let's put it this way: there are different minds and mentalities in the group itself. I frankly, when it comes to coming awards from them, I'm not bothered. But where I'm coming as a United supporter, I know that the fans will put it up very high because you're talking about really a professional. You're talking about someone who's been around for a long time, and the main thing is
the club should. I mean,
the
there's
club,
no issue. They should.
The club will. I can guarantee you.
So there's no argument. I don't know whether they will or they won't, but they should.
The English football, he's given so much to English football. He should be.
Yes, that's the thing. Because this is where
the FA to decide. But
the FA should honour the values it stands for.
The way I look at it, I don't think that's going to happen. Unless somebody comes up and says something about it, unless the Queen gives him a special award.
Alex Ferguson will never go to his grave without seeing Ryan Giggs get honoured. Anyway, Manchester, the matches coming quick and fast. After this FA Cup win, they are the only teams going to be involved in midweek action.
Full-time,
that's when they play a game in hand.
Famous game in hand.
The famous game. You can't say that they played one game less. They played one game less. That's right. And now they're finally going to play that game. And the game, I tell you, even as a Liverpool fan, I say it's a bloody giveaway. It's against Fulham at Old Trafford, and Fulham haven't won away all season. This is absolute chemistry.
But Swansea were good.
So Manchester United are poised to go 5 points ahead of Liverpool when Thursday comes. So I mean, RJ, this has to be a match that we all must win. We all should win, right?
When you look on paper itself, I think United is definitely going to go for 3 points. And the sad thing is that if you look at this for teams who come near Old Trafford, there's a little bit of fear because I think somebody's going to get hiding again because United's been winning one goal, and the last time was who? Stoke City, 5-0. So somebody's going to come to Old Trafford, somebody's going to get whacked, and I feel sorry. I feel sorry for Fulham coming there because they're going to face a team with players that have been rested You know, so you got Bergdorf and Tevez. You know, they got so much to prove, and they want to come up and do something about it. And I think United's going to get 3 points. Now the thing is that the goals. How many goals are there going to be? I mean, not saying I'm boastful or anything of that sort, but let's face it, Fulham is not the best team. I think they were very fortunate, you know, to get a draw against Swansea. But you know, now then again, Swansea's got
maybe Fulham are resting for the Man U match.
Maybe what a draw! They were scrambling,
But by saying that, every Man United players they are coming in different goals. You see, the defense and Van der Sar is going to keep their clean sheet again, and the strikers like Tevez, they have to perform. They want to perform. And the midfielders will just do their thing.
It's going to be a British knock. It's going to be so-called world record now.
And now that Nani is like so-called on fire, he wants to take that spotlight again, you know. And every Man United players are chasing for something. They are chasing the trophies. They are chasing their own goals and their own dreams.
I think we're going to have a Man U overkill after this. But before we go for before we reach that overkill, let's go for a short break. Keep your comments coming. We will look at them later. So we'll check back in a while. All right. See ya.